Hey guys, welcome to Link Skillz. I am your host Jaeger, and today we're going to look at Battlefield's newest card to obtain, the LR Metal Cooler. Now, in order to obtain this card, first you're going to need to go through Battlefield and obtain 150,000 Clash currency, and then purchase your copies through the Baba shop. Now, what's great about this card is that its name is all its own. There is no other card that has this exact same name. So you can run other Metal Cooler cards in your team and be absolutely fine. And its link skills are actually very generic. You'll find a lot of these link skills on other villain type cards, as well as Shocking Speed, a very generic key boost link skill. But enough about the simple stuff, let's actually get into the strategy of this card and how you want to use it. Alright, so let me just load up my scouter real quick, because I'm actually going to jump around this card here. So the most important things that I see on this card is its additional 2 attacks and its 18 key ultimate super attack. What I'm suggesting you guys look at is getting that 18 key off every turn. That way, when Cooler activates his all extreme allies get attack plus 30%, he's going to get that as well whenever his additional 2 attacks get activated. Now, his first additional attack is guaranteed, but it has a 10% chance of being that 12 key super attack, so you can also get that target defense down by 50% for 3 turns. And then, if the RNGs are in your favor, maybe you have a 50% doing an additional attack, and that also has a 10% chance of being a 12 key super. So there's a lot of chance that goes into this card, and that could not be said any more than his first passive, his attack and defense up to 90% based on your HP. Alright, so 100% is obvious. If you have 100% HP, you're going to get the 90% maximum boost for your attack and defense. But as your HP dwindles, so does the passive. So if you want to figure out what your passive is giving you, go ahead and take a look at your HP percent, multiply that by 90, and that will give you the boost amount. But you're actually going to be playing a little mini game with this card, because once your HP hits 80%, Big Bad Bosses is going to activate and give you a 25% boost on top of what your first passive is giving you. So at 80%, you're actually going to get a 72% boost from your first passive, and then you add the Big Bad Bosses, which actually gets calculated later. So the calculations run about maybe 97% attack and defense, which is actually better than the 90% boost at 100% HP. So there's where the little game is being played. Alright, so now that I got you guys focused on getting that 18 key boost off, and then playing around with your HP to get that maximum boost from your main passive and Big Bad Bosses, what cards are going to make this card even better? And that's Support Metal Cooler. So, not only are you going to get an additional 30% attack boost and an additional 2 key from Support Cooler, you're also going to get Shocking Speed, Fear and Faith, Strongest Clan in Space, Nightmare, and Auto Regeneration. So that's a total of 8 key and about 40% attack boost. And to help you with the HP minigame, you get to regenerate your health. And if you get unlucky to not get the 12 key super attack off of LR Metal Cooler, you'll be able to get that defense down from Support Metal Cooler. So that's it. That's all you really need to know about this card. You've got the best link partner, also being a support card, and you have a good chance of getting that 18 key ultimate super attack off with this card. So there you go, that's the end of the video. This is your host Jaeger signing off, and thanks for watching Link Skillz. Alright, hold up, I'm kidding. There's a slight problem with the best link partner. Its name is Metal Cooler, and there's a card coming that has that exact same name, and that card is the MMC Lead Metal Cooler. Now, I'm not saying this is a bad card, I just have a little problem with it. let's just say that you are building the most Malavant clan team, and this guy is your leader. You won't be able to bring Support Cooler onto the team because it shares the same name. While the Support Metal Cooler card will give you an 8 key boost, you're only going to get 2 from this one. But there are some benefits that you can get from this card, which instead of just recovering 3% HP from auto regeneration, you're going to get an additional 7% recovered at the end of the turn. You are going to get both the boost from Nightmare and Big Bad bosses. And if you're unlucky that your health falls below 50%, you do get that one turn where this card is going to transform into his core, and you basically have a rage turn to do as much damage as you can. And it's a pretty offensive card with its immense damage multipliers, increasing his attack every time he gets hit, and he's not restricted by a health percentage, so he's going to get Big Bad bosses and his 80% boost for a total of about 105% attack and defense. Alright, so like I mentioned, I'm not really a big fan of having this card being a link partner to LR Metal Cooler. So let's just say that you're running a Most Malavant clan team, you're restricted from having Support Metal Cooler. What card would I recommend as a link partner to LR Metal Cooler in an MMC team? I recommend Physical Golden Frieza. Now, here's why I'm recommending Physical Golden Frieza. He gives all movie boss allies Ki plus 2, and attack and defense plus 30%, and then because of his link skills, you're going to get an additional 4 Ki thanks to Strongest Clan in Space and Shocking Speed. That's a plus 6 Ki boost. Not as great as Support Cooler, but a great alternative if you're going with a Most Malavant clan team. So what I'm recommending is put Physical Golden Frieza in the first slot of the rotation, get his 12 Ki super attack off so you can give all extreme allies a 30% attack boost, then put LR Metal Cooler into the second slot so he can get that boost, and then he can super attack and just do tons of damage with his 18 Ki, if it's possible. Now that I've talked your guys' ears off about link skill partners for LR Metal Cooler, let's talk about the support cards. And unfortunately, the best support card I can recommend to you guys is LR Ginyu. Yes, I know, not the best support card, not even the best card in the game, but he will give LR Metal Cooler a plus 7 Ki boost, which I think is very important if you're trying to get that 18 Ki super attack off. And that's the best you're really going to get out of support cards. Don't believe me? Well, let's take a look at the recommendation list for second best link partners and support cards. So there you can see on the right side, under second best supporters, first you got AGL Rose, but he's only gonna give you a 5 Ki boost. And then next to him, Peekaboo is also gonna give 5. Yes, I said Peekaboo. Peekaboo! And then Goku Black is 5, Dabura is 4, Movie Boss Turles is 3, Support Turles is 3, and Support 17 is 2. So compared to LR Ginyu, there's not going to be any other choices for Ki boost. But what you lack in support cards, you have a plethora of other options for link skill partners. And to boot, all the cards on that top side of the second best link partners are all going to give you at least a 4 Ki boost, while everyone at the bottom of that list is going to give at least a 2. Now the first cards I want to highlight to you guys, Strength Rose, Transforming Frieza, Movie Boss Turles, and LR Bojack are all leaders that link well with LR Metal Cooler. I think that's a really cool option if you're trying to find a link partner for these leaders, and you can just grab LR Metal Cooler from the Baba Shop. But that could be some videos for another day. We're gonna focus on why the leaders are good link skill partners to LR Metal Cooler. Now, whenever I mention all the cards on the top of this list give a 4 key boost, Strength Rose is the only one that's going to give a 5 key boost to LR Metal Cooler. But on top of that, he also has the all extreme allies get a plus 30 attack boost whenever he super attacks. And he also has Nightmare and Big Bad Bosses for that additional 35% attack boost. He will also give all extreme allies a plus 50% defense boost, and he attacks really good for himself for an attack plus 120% and an immense damage super attack. So really good, powerful options for LR Metal Cooler's Link partner. But as far as the other extreme leader goes, Transforming Frieza is the card that's going to recover. And as you move forward in turns, Transforming Frieza is just going to get more and more powerful. So at first, his attack and defense is going to be an 80% boost. And as long as he's super attacking, he's going to increase his attack and defense plus 30% every turn he supers. And you never lose that bonus. And as turn 3 comes around, and he is on rotation, he is going to start evolving into a more and more offensive card, and he will recover more HP as he comes. In his second form, his attack goes from 80% to 90%, and instead of 11% HP recovered, he'll do 12. And then in his third form, his attack goes up another 10%, and his health recovery goes up another 1%. Final form, attack plus 100 to 110, recovery from 13% to 14%, till finally his golden form, where he has no defense boost whatsoever, but he has his 120% attack boost, recovers 15% HP, and on the first turn Golden Frieza arrives, he will automatically be able to do his 12 key super attack, have a 100% chance to crit with that attack, and a 70% chance to stun for the next 2 turns. That is, if the boss is still alive before he can reach his golden form. But still, overall, 2 really powerful options for Link skill partners. And then this guy surprises me. Super Janemba is a really good Link skill partner to LR Metal Cooler, thanks to his plus 4 key boost, as well as attack plus 10% thanks to Nightmare, and the plus 25% based on your health of 80% thanks to Big Bad Bosses. And they are both pretty decent defenders. They both have the ability to guard all attacks, like as if they had type advantage. They're both able to evade, including super attacks, and they both have immense damage multipliers, and debuffing the target's defense. The only difference is one is going to dodge more, while the other one is going to take the hits and do more debuffing. The next card I want to talk about is a little more tricky. I have here 2 versions of Transforming Boo on this recommendation list. Transforming Buhan and Transforming Peekaboo. On Transforming Boo's 3rd turn, based on what your health is at, he is going to transform into 3 different versions. If your health is 80% and above, he will go Buhan. If your health is 50% or below, he's gonna go and then if your health is in between those numbers, he's gonna transform into Boo Tanks. But I'm not actually recommending Boo Tanks because he doesn't really fit with my strategy. Now what I really like about Buhan is that he gets all the good passives, and he's got the best Link skills to help LR Metal Cooler. And he's still able to recover health, so you can still play footsie with Big Bad Bosses. But if you happen to be below 50% and you transform into Peekaboo, you can still have some decent Link skills and passives to help with the team. He's not going to be as powerful as Buhan, but he is going to have an attack and defense plus 100%, and he's actually going to recover more health than Buhan does because you're already at a low health percentage. And in Insistence with LR Metal Cooler, he's going to give an additional 5 key and defense plus 30%, so you can take some more hits, plus an additional 50% defense boost if you can get Transforming Peekaboo to super. Okay, and the last Link partners I want to highlight to you guys is Shadow Dragon's lead Omega Shenron and Extreme Physical lead Cooler. These two cards are very similar. They both have the ability to do additional attacks. They both debuff the target's defense by 50%, and they have the same exact Link skills. The only slight difference between these two is 1. Physical Cooler has attack and defense plus 100%, while Omega Shenron only has an attack plus 120%. And Omega Shenron is going to lower the attack and defense of all enemies by 20%. But in all actuality, if you're running an extreme team, you have tons of really good options for Link partners. Whether that be Omega Shenron, or Cooler, or Frieza, or Rose. But before I finish off this video, I do want to just briefly talk about the Cooler cards on the bottom right of the screen. Let's just say, for whatever reason, you do not have the Int Support Metal Cooler card, you do not have the MMC Lead Metal Cooler card, you still have these 6 Metal Cooler cards to choose from. Now what's great about all of these Metal Cooler cards is that they're all free to play. They all come from the same story event, and you can just grind them out and still create a MMC team. The only downfall is that they don't have the best Link skills for LR Metal Cooler. But if you're going for the grind, let me recommend which cards you should probably grind for. The first card I recommend for the grind is MMC Support Metal Cooler, that strength one there. He's gonna give all MMC allies a plus 25% boost to attack and defense, and a plus 5 crit chance, and if you can get him to be in the first slot and super, he will give LR Metal Cooler a plus 30% attack boost, along with giving it to all the other extreme allies. The next card I recommend you grind for is the Agility Metal Cooler card. This one's built a little bit differently than the MMC Support Metal Cooler. Depending on how many MMC allies you have, he's going to get a plus 15% attack and defense boost for each one up until he reaches a 60% max boost. This passive is going to be the same for every single other Metal Cooler card that I have on this list. The only difference is their second passive. Now, why I'm recommending the Agility Cooler is because he's going to give all allies a plus 2 ki boost as long as your health is above 50%. And then the next card I recommend is the Strength Metal Cooler. He also has the MMC ally boost, but instead of giving all allies a ki boost, he's going to give an attack and defense boost, and that's going to be plus 15%. Now, if you're going to continue the grind for all of these Metal Cooler cards, you can if you want to, but this is where I stop the recommendations. The rest of these boosts are not really what I think will be worthwhile, but it's all up to you guys on how you want to build your teams. All I'm doing in this channel is just laying out the information so you guys can make the best decision possible for the team you want to build. Speaking of which, we have now reached the end of the video, and now I'm going to divvy up these cards based on the leaders. So let me just load up the viable teams that you can make with LR Metal Cooler. And I'm gonna go silent while I just toggle through. And there you go. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos, and you're really liking the information that I'm giving out. If you guys are enjoying these videos, please like and subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit that notification button so you can always be aware of whenever the next video is uploaded. And if you guys feel I am missing certain information, or you really just want to give a shout out and want to talk to me, please leave your comments below, and be sure to talk to other people in the comments and reply to them so we can all learn how we can better our teams together. With that, this is your host Jaeger, signing off, and thanks for watching Link Skillz.